Another rainy morning on the Cape means another show and go and another abbreviated edition of Pregame Tomahawk Talk. I'm Adam Gackin alongside Sean Brennan ahead of the Bourne Braves taking on the Kettleers. We're here at Lowell Park for the first time. And Sean, before we talk about today's game, let's go back to last night in what was probably the most complete game all season for the Bravos.
Absolutely. You look at the games that the Bravos have played up to this point, and in all of them, there was at least a little bit of stress, right? They either went down early, or it was a tight game, or they had to, have some crazy comeback. That wasn't the case last night. They only had 6 hits, but they were all timely. They won 5-1. They were pretty much always in the driver's seat. Pitching was good. The bats were good when they needed to be. Just overall, like you said, a complete performance, and that's what head coach Scott Lander said. He was very pleased with how they played last night.
Yeah, offensively, it wasn't really one big inning. It was 2 runs and then 1 and then 1 and then 1. Your article last night after the game pretty much said that every win before this was big innings. Wasn't the case last night. Now switching gears to this Kettleers squad. They had a great start to the season, lost some guys to USA, and have had some struggles recently.
Yeah, they have. Going into July, they were 9-4. They were in the mix, and they still are in the mix, but they were very much in the mix for that top spot in the Cape Cod West Division, and that changed. They're 1-3 in 4 games in July, and a lot of that goes to their hitting. They're hitting .222 with runners in scoring position. Just hasn't been the same team, but a part of the reason for that is they lost 7 guys to USA. They got 4 back today. Max Ballou and Devin Taylor, 2 guys who really showed out for USA, had solid performances both in their own right, starting in the outfield today. So a little bit of reinforcements coming in for the Kets, and they need it.
Yeah, it should be very interesting to see what those guys coming back from USA do. Now switching gears a little bit once again, this Bourne offense has been playing really well recently. Scored 6 runs 3 nights ago, 8 2 nights ago, and had 5 last night. But they're facing a guy out of the College of Charleston who is pretty darn good.
Yeah, Aiden Hunter, he's a South Carolina kid, started his college career at the University of South Carolina the past 2 years at Charleston. This past year had a 3.76 ERA, very solid strikeout to walk ratio. The strikeouts won't blow you away, but he doesn't really struggle with control. So the Bourne Braves have really faced some good arms lately, and he's another one that he hasn't pitched yet on the Cape, but he's coming off of a very solid season in the CAA.
Well, it should be interesting. This should be a great game. First pitch here from Lowell Park in Kettleers at 5 p.m.